Alright guys, bit of a different intro today. We ran into some problems while recording my last two different episodes. I had recorded one, then the next day. I recorded one at night and then the next day in the afternoon. I didn't really get a chance to watch them, and apparently the audio is really bad. It's very desync, so I'm going to upload what I can. The original third episode is just completely and utterly worthless. So I'm going to go ahead and explain what I did and give you guys an example of what I was doing, and then we'll get into the fourth episode, which I was able to salvage most of. So let's begin with a quick tour. We got our room here. This purple mist is caused by the world anchors whenever I press F9, which is my recording button. So whenever I press F9, that's where they go. Or they just start to appear. But they're not that annoying. They're actually kind of cool, kind of like feels like everything's being drawn to the center of my awesome throne room. Um, but anyway, I designed a wall here of machines. I don't know if it was up partially. I think when I recorded the second episode that it was partially up, but I'll show you guys what it looks like from behind. So we've got this wire here. These are all from all the solar panels, measuring between 10,000 to 6,000, 7,000-ish. And these go into 4 different MFSUs, which go into high voltage transformers, medium voltage, low voltage, and then out. And I've got one going into this side. This powers the electrolyzer, but there should be a good amount of wire coming through here. Apparently these turn off transformers, so I had to move this one back, or else it would have just been in the line here. But the switches that are powering the extractors here need to be like that. So anyway, this is just the behind the scenes of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and head up front and I'll explain it. It's my field of solar panels. I don't think we've looked at that yet. But anyway, so we got singularity compressors here. And it looks like something is turned off, which kind of sucks because either that or the server is crashing. Could be one of the two. It looks like the server's crashing. Or I'm hitting it with the wrong button. Apparently if you open it with that, it doesn't work. Or the server was crashing. No. Weird. Anyway. So we've got the singularity compressors. Let's go ahead and take a look at how to make a singularity compressor. I made all of these on camera, which is why I'm just going to show you the recipes. Advanced machine block. There's that. Nice and easy machine block. All the easy stuff. Real easy. But anyway, so it's a compressor surrounded by obsidian, advanced machine block, and compressor is just stone, and machine block electric circuit. Next one over is the rotary macerator. Rotary macerators are macerators surrounded by refined iron and machine block, advanced machine block, and regular macerators just machine block, cobble, flint, and an electric circuit. Next up is the induction furnace. Induction furnaces are electric furnaces surrounded by copper and an advanced machine block. This is an iron furnace with an electric circuit and 2 redstone, and iron furnace can be crafted either one of these ways. Next over is the extractor. It's a centrifuge extractor. Electrolyzed water, which is what the electrolyzer over here was used for, which I'll show you how to make that in a moment. Advanced machine blocks and an extractor. An extractor is a 4 tree taps electric circuit machine block, and this can be used to make I thought it could be made to use something else. Oh, the industrial centrifuge, which is machine blocks, pulsating circuits, which are made off the assembly table, or just advanced circuits, I believe. It can be either one of them. Maybe. Yeah, advanced circuits. So these are all interchangeable. You can use any one of those pieces, and then some refined iron. So let's take a look at the electrolyzer. Electrolyzer. Real simple, empty cells, machine block, all that fun stuff, and industrial centrifuge. Well, we already looked at that one. Recycler is the other one that I built, but I did not actually build that one on camera. So it is a compressor, which we looked at before, with dirt, refined iron, and glowstone. So anyway, that's all this whole setup. These are some buildcraft machines, and we'll get into those later, but right now I'm just kind of preparing for building some buildcraft power. And then down here, I have a little dungeon set up, and it's going to be dark. This torch won't exist. This will be where I convert power to buildcraft power, and then this is where the pipe's going to go through. But let's go ahead and explain what I've got going on down here, because I actually don't explain it in the third episode, I don't believe. So I've got this to macerate coal. So that'll take coal and it will send it through and make the carbon plates for me. This one is just a regular macerator going into a furnace. Whole bunch of fun things there. You know how it works. Furnace pumps it to another furnace for iron, which gets turned into machine blocks, or silver gets turned into silver blocks. And I have that for everything except for gold. And then over here, the time that I had originally recorded the third episode, there were only 2 recyclers in here. But now they go through an infinite loop, so everything gets recycled no matter what. And they all have 10 times overclocker upgrades and energy storage stuff. So all of that gets pumped into this room. This room has 3 different chests. These chests here take things out and pump them into... It might not even be moving fast enough. I might have to put another situational gate on that one. But anyway, these all get pumped into a room at the end, except for the one that's on the left, which gets pumped into the matter fabricator. But these all get pumped into an auto crafting table, which puts it through here, and it goes through an auto scrap box opening machine. And I actually believe that there is a scrap box opener. Maybe? I thought there was something in Greg Tech that automatically opened. Automatically opened scrap boxes. But anyway, the setup we have works, and it's probably a lot cheaper than this. But anyway, everything gets pumped through here. We're getting between 5 to 7. And all of that gets pumped into here. But this gate is set up so that no matter what, as long as there's an empty spot in the inventory and this one counts, that it will just tell it that it needs things. So for some reason, if it backed up, not that it would ever back up right now, but if for some reason it did, or it started moving too fast, or it's slowed down dramatically, we could just leave the UU in there and I could turn this pump off like I did before. But anyway, so that's pretty much everything that we covered. So let's get into the actual highlights of the episode. I think most of it's salvageable, and I think the only thing that's not is the end, which is just me building this beacon and being terrible at it. So hope you guys enjoy it. Sorry for the inconvenience. I believe I've got everything sorted out. I updated my fraps and everything else, and hopefully it'll be good. And we'll get to recording some buildcraft power later tonight. See ya. What's going on, guys? Spark here, and we are back yet again in my very laggy castle. So we're not going to spend much time here today. I'll show you what I set up down here in the dungeon real quickly. I don't think I explained it very well last time. So we've got the normal cycle here. Macerator going into furnace. Furnace going into another furnace for iron. Crafting those into machine blocks. Going into silver. Into crafting tables. And all of that for everything except for gold. I ran wire underneath here to set up our electrical engines here. I don't know if we're going to do that today or next time. Just kind of depends on how long things go today. I've got all my scrap going again. Full cycle. I have this gate here. I don't think I've ever explained gates. Gates allow you to specify certain situations. So when the chest inventory is full, it'll pump out a redstone signal. and that redstone signal will turn on that engine that's behind it. I love gates. We're going to get into those a lot. But anyway, coming in here, we've got a cycle, an infinite cycle of scrap. It'll automatically, everything that comes through here will now be recycled rather than going into void pipes like we had it before. And then the matter fabricator, I now have a cycle on it so that it will go through here, go back and pump into the chest that has the full gate on it. And this gate's telling it when it's full, or when there's space in the inventory, to output a signal on the pipe. And there will always be space in the inventory because of this. So for one instance, it'll turn off just momentarily. But we've got a ton of power getting pumped into this thing right now. If we look at it, we're looking at between 6 to 8,000. And there's other machines running upstairs that are taking some of the power away as well. And then in here we've got our automated craft scrap box machine, and we can turn it on or off. It's just easier to have it on though. So let's get on to what I'm planning on doing today. If you looked at the inventory and you're familiar with the mod, you probably saw it. Nukes. Alright, so let's look at the recipe for the nukes. It's very expensive. I used pulsating circuits because they're relatively cheap at an assembly table. It's just an ender eye or an ender pearl and that. The re-enriched plutonium we had from our breeders. Plutonium we have from all the uranium cells that we, or the uranium that we put through the centrifuge, and this is real cheap to make. It's barium cells you get from putting emeralds into the centrifuge, and the other stuff you get from a dense copper plate, which is 8 copper in a compressor, surrounded by coal and tin. And then, so relatively easy to make. But what we're doing this for is we're going to head to the nether, and I have had no luck with wither skeletons at all. So I'm here at a location where it's very likely that they'll spawn. They can spawn 9 blocks out from where I have this thing marked at, and I have it marked directly on the platform where it begins, and we can go underneath and make a spawning platform as well. So I have no idea how much devastation this is going to cause, but we're going to give it a shot. I think it's all, there's a few of us on here. Oh, apparently we need a redstone signal. I thought you could just break it normally. Oh. Of course that would work as well if we got a gas to shoot us, or a very angry Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that there were automated scrap box openers. Come here. Come on. Come on, follow me. Because I don't have cobble on me for some reason. Oh well, we're going to go back and get a get some cobble, because I'm not prepared into my super laggy base. And we will make us a lever. And here we go. Let's figure out where we're going. Turn my gravitation engine on. And fly away. So that's directly in the center of where we're going to be exploding. I don't know how far back I should be. Very nervous. It's like a firework. I don't want to go near it, but it might not have exploded yet. Huh. Oh, I see the crater. Is that all it did? I'd be very disappointed if a nuke only blew up that area. What? I mean, yeah, the devastation's good. But really? That's all we got from it? Oh, we're gonna have to make a lot more of these. I don't really want to make a lot more of these. They're very... I was really hoping that they were going to put out a lot more power than that. Let's try one that's not quite so enclosed. There we go. It's a little bit better. I'm going to just have to come in here and clean this up with my Vajra, I guess. Oh, it's so disappointing. I was really hoping it was going to do a lot more. I mean, like, it looks sick as hell. But... Oh, and I was too close to that explosion. And I lost a, I didn't lose a nuke. I know where it's at. Being invisible and all. It's a good thing I have a lot of stakes on me, I guess. Let's set that one off. And give us a good clean area. Clearer area. That should blow a big hole in that. And that over there. Hopefully. The next thing we're playing on... That's awesome. Yep. Rewriting the ceiling. So, yeah. Not quite as impressive as I was hoping for, but it's okay. We'll build some more. I'll make stacks on stacks. And we'll come back here and destroy this. But for the time being, I'm actually going to build a makeshift platform out here. And that's the level we want to build it on. So there we go. That'll give people a nice little safe area to spawn on, I guess. And sometime when I feel like it, I'm going to come back in here with my Vajra and we'll tear down all of this. And I'll set some nukes off like over there and over there. We'll clean all that lava mess up. And blow the rest of that up. Actually, don't even need to worry about the lava mess. I can just kind of let it do its own thing. Over there, we'll set a nuke off like right on top of it, clear out all the things that are below it. But until then, let's head back and do the next thing I'm planning for today. So, I was saying I was having a hell of a time trying to get wither skeleton skulls, and apparently we were doing that for something. Go figure. So, take that, and we're going to head to my desert world. The low frame rates are kind of suckish. I'm going to have to figure out what's causing it. Or dedicate more RAM to... less RAM to feed the beast. Okay, so I don't think I have anything off this way. It's probably not a good idea to fight him while we're hungry, but we need some kind of handicap since we've got the Vajra and full gear. So we need some sort of handicap, or this isn't going to be a fun fight at all. That should be pretty much the most one-sided battle in history. Boom, boom, boom. Hello, Wither. How are you? I'm gonna make you my bitch. Hope you don't mind. Actually, I'm gonna get away from you while you explode, because... Come back here. Apparently they hear it across worlds. But nice and easy. Hopefully it didn't fall into a cactus. That would be terrible. Be very upset with my life if the Nether Star were to fall into that. And the extreme twitches of the Wither are slightly annoying. That was, like I said, the most one-sided battle in all of history.